The animation industry, where animation, an art form that acquired international recognition by storm, is at its golden days. This is a time where the Philippines is just starting to find out its own spotlight in this new form of entertainment.
During that time, only foreign animation producers or companies have set up here.
They established their studios here, parang extension.
Yes.
And they train Filipinos to make animation.
As an industry, it started way back 1983-84 as an industry. But before that, there are already animators who already venture sa medium. For example, sila Ronnie Marcelo, Ari Alcala, but theirs are more of experimental.
Philippine animation relied on traditional animation and used comics as a basis for their animation during the advent of classic Filipino film. During those days, there were no studios established by Filipinos yet. Rather, foreign studios hired Filipinos to make animation for their company. This helped Filipinos become one of the most skilled animators in Asia. The Philippines eventually formed their own animation and slowly but surely established an identity of its own.
FX International.
It's Burbank Studios.
Burbank Studios.
It was actually an Australian company who came here. I think they were the first to establish here in the Philippines. Of course, we cannot consider them as part of the Philippine animation industry.
Then later, big players like Phil Cartoons, the Pasig, the MSC Studios, Toon City, sumunod na rin sila. By this time, it's almost 30 years na yung industry.
There are a few people who are involved in animation, like Norman Marcelo and his uncle, si Jose Sabala Santos. But they don't belong in an industry because non-existent pa. For outside of the studio, meron doon mga tinatawag na mga independent animators na coming from the academy. Nagtuturo na to. Were the likes of Larry Alcala sa UP. He used to teach animation. I think he's the one who introduced animation subjects.
Training sa loob din ng Phil Cartoons. So I was trained there. Kasi before there were no animation school or courses teaching animation as more fine arts. So that was 1992. So ang maganda sa amin, training talaga namin is traditional talaga. So talagang ilang months na training kami how to construct characters, how to in between.
It started here in traditional animation, meaning all of the animation studios are doing traditional animated work by hand. So we animate using pencils and paper cells, and then we shoot it on acetate or the cell. So it's very traditional. We do backgrounds by painting it by hand, manually. So that's the start of the industry here. But as the years go by, software is introduced, or the computer is introduced. So we started using Photoshop for backgrounds, and then digital paint, and then eventually, of course, Flash and 3D.
Yeah, by 2000, doon namin sinubukan na mag-digital. Kahit kami nag-start, since hindi rin gano'ng kalaki yung finance namin, yung funding namin. Later, meron ibang studio mas malaki yung funding. Sila na mas nagtuloy-tuloy. Pero kami yung mga unang studio na start ng ng flash animation sa Pilipinas. Kwento kayo sa 15mm na 3 segments. Doon namin ginamit yung digital. Yeah.
The animation dropped out because of some changes in the digital cinema until 2000. But right now I can see the animation it now evolved to the mix of the manual, digital, and also independent producers.
Maraming department siyang nawala. Marami rin taong nawalan trabaho. Kasi, siyempre, flash. Kukulayan na, nandun na lahat.
There's a slow move to making original Filipino content. Now, with ACTI around, we're trying to move it into a direction na talagang this time gumawa tayo ng original content. Pag ganun kasi, we're also trying to generate our own audience din locally.
Yes, sir.
Kasi yun ang kumbaga siya yung magpipatronize ng
Yes, sir.
Kasi Western most of
Walt Disney.
because Walt Disney, because Walt Disney has a great impact with the industry, not only here in the Philippines but also worldwide.
Well, animation from foreign countries like from France, iba yung styles nila eh. Kasi American, the culture of the animation was Japan, France, and America.
The goodness of open animation is like we inject our culture in the stories. Like the humor of the Filipino is the story. Every single one of them. Even if we can say that it still look like a Western style or a Japanese style, the culture never fades.
And we deal with mysticism. Well, which is good kasi what better avenue for us to show the magic.
One problem of the Philippine animation industry is yung do we really have a Filipino identity in our animation content? Kasi we've been trained in the Western style, Disney, Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, sanay tayo dun eh. We also do work for Japan animation, yung mga anime nila.
We try to conform with international standards while we really don't focus on our own styles.
Kuba parang kulang pa tayo. Kuba we are already developing our own animated content now. Pero hindi pa siya enough para magkaroon kagaya ng anime, talagang magkaroon sila ng identity eh. Dati ang ginagawa namin doon, gumawa kami ng mga parang lapu-lapu yung style. Yung ang tawag sa ganyan, yung parang naka-vest na, tapos pango yung ilong, mga ganun yung ginagawa namin. You watch RPG Metanoia, di ba napanood ba yun? It's the first full 3D animation. Makita mo doon, ano ba yung mga usual na nakita natin sa scene ng mga Pilipino? Pakita mo doon, may yung bintana, tipong yung makeup is na bintana.
Mga bahay ba?
Tapos sa mga bahay. Tapos pag kumakain sa almusal, nandun yung longganisa at itlog. Tapos may tuyo pa rin doon. Kasi makita mo yung mga kung ano yung ordinary that we use everyday, naka-inject siya doon sa mga scenes na yun, kaya nakakatuwa. Yung identity na style, wala pa tayo nasasabi. Pati hindi ko alam kung kailangan pa, kung problema ba yun eh. Kasi pwede kasing hindi na issue yun eh. Na kailangan Filipino style ka. Maganda makakapag-adjust tayo ng styles eh. Yan, siguro mas pa sa yung storytelling pa talaga rin yung mahalaga eh.
Kasi ang fantasy, madaling ibenta. Especially for young audiences.
Ang Walt Disney.
Yeah. Mainly kasi, entertaining siya, escapist. So, a lot of projects seem to dwell on fantasy themes. But, if you're looking for, let's say, medyo kakaiba, this type of animation probably are done by the independent animators.
Yeah, from 1990s up to mga 1998, 1999, yung projects pa rin is traditional cell animation, yung acetate o paligpipin. The animator, ina-animate pa rin yung software and hindi ko na sa papel pa rin ginagawa. Ang ginagawa during that time, pagka-drawing namin, pagka-clean up sa paper, isi-xerox yun. So may Xerox department at Xerox ng mga drawing para naka-Xerox sa cell. Tapos pipaint naman ngayon ng digital, hindi pala digital, ng printer, kukulay nila sa likod. Pipaint nila yung cell para magkaroon ng color. Opaque siya. Kaya siya acetate kasi para transparent yung paligid. Para pag pinatong mo yung background, usually is magandang illustration board yan na pinate traditionally pa rin. Tipo naka-watercolor yan o kaya naka-acrylic o nag-airbrush pa sila. Pag pinatong, kasama na yung background. So ganun hanggang mga 1998, ganun yung process sa Pilipinas.
Create concept. From the story, you create concept, you create character designs, backgrounds, and other things. Create the main keyframes, and then after that, put the in-between drawings. And after that, put the other effects and sounds. We have no support from the government is for independent producers. The only studios we have here are the international studios.
Example na lang natin yung RPG Metanoia. It's a good 3D animation done here. But when it was shown in public, hindi siya kumita. So, ano yung problema na nakikita natin doon? First, promotion. I don't know if the movie was well promoted. I mean, the reviews are good. Wala namang lumabas na negatives or reviews. But I think yung reception ng crowd ng public. You have an industry. Yes. If this industry is not supported by the people, how would you expect that it will stand? And this is ang solution ng Animation Council is to have this animation festival.
Animation.
Po yung sir ako. Para ang main thrust is encourage mo yung maker, encourage mo yung audience. Pagsamahin mo sila sa isang lugar, lahat ng hindi lang animation, lahat ng produkto dapat talaga para lumaganap siya, kailangan mo support. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo susuportan kasi pag hindi, walang mangyayari.
We need to improve in storytelling. The reason why is that, well, we're very good in animation, we're very good in drawing and animating. You can easily adapt these kinds of techniques, but in terms of creating our own stories, we need a lot of help in terms of improving our storytelling so that more viewers can appreciate the animation that we make. So it's fairly different that we just animate it without good stories. So it's good that you have good stories so that the animation is also appreciated.
May support naman coming from the government. But yung legislation wherein lawmakers would actually dictate that some percentage of, let's say, airtime sa TV should be given to locally produced. If networks are open to that, you are actually encouraging producers to produce local content, series.
So, kailangan nila ng isang mag-supervise dun ng basic department. So, ang ginawa pinadala ako doon. May dala akong folder sa Vietnam. May isang studio doon na parang sister company ng company ng sa Philippines. So, tinapos ko yun. And then, meron pang ibang studio doon, yung hand film. Dalawang studio kasi yung pinapasukan ko nun eh. Yung sa amin talaga, tapos sumasideline ako sa hand film. Ang hand film kasi, kung ang Germany, ang US merong Walt Disney, ang Germany merong hand film, parang gano'n. So, Nung napunta ako sa Hanfield, marami akong director na nakasama. Doon ako yun yung first na encounter ko sa mga foreign, yung mga director na So yung mga na-experience ko, na nakakuha ko sa kanila, nung bumalik ako dito sa Philippines, na-share ko rin. Nung nag-start ako, yung line test namin, alam niyo yung line test, di apak, tick. Tapos nung bumalik ako, nung napunta ako doon, may flipbook na. Pagkatapos ng flipbook na advance, nagkaroon na siya ng Cintiq. Paperless na siya. So, ang bilis ng technology.
Nagkaroon ng access yung mga, sabihin natin, animation artists to come up with their own animation or original content. Yun yung nakikita kong growth na nangyayari. And what I've observed is there's a lot of schools right now who are offering animation as a course, diploma course. Not unlike before.
So we do a lot of outsourced work. But now, in the few years back, Filipinos are now going into original content creation. So meaning, we are now finding ways to create our own animation series or movies or films that we want to show the Filipino people. So it's a very slow process because animation is not cheap. So producing one is a bit, it costs something. So hindi siya simple gawin. But we were trying to encourage young animators and young directors to produce short films. We have the Animation Council of the Philippines that give or provide the annual animation festival, which is the Animahinasyon. So in this festival, amateur students and young animators can submit their short films for public viewing. And of course, para rin siyang para awards night. There's a winner, and the winner will get 100,000 pesos for the first prize. So even if you're a student, you can win that first prize. So it's something to encourage them to produce their own original content to be showcased and to be shown in public. Also, parang it's the next generation So we need to encourage them na hindi lang parating foreign work. We also need to create our own para in the years to come, mali mo, yung sa atin naman ang orderin para ipalabas sa ibang bansa.
Animation film on De La Salle, St. La Salle. So it's a 40-45 minute animation. I did the script and that's the first time I did the script, and also I did the lyrics of the songs, and that's my involvement. Most of my works kasi are commission works. I do a lot of animation segments, and there's one particular job that I did for MTV Philippines, which is a combination of live action and animation. So yung mga major works.
In terms of major works, we can categorize dalawang part. First, yung studio work, which I was involved also in doing works for Hanna-Barbera sa Phil Cartoons. So yung mga major doon. International. Flintstones, yung Cartoon Networks. Flintstones, Yogi Bear, Powerpuff, yun yung mga nagawa namin. Tapos Captain Planet. Toon City, I did also freelancing. So I was a part of yung Lilo & Stitch, the TV series, Emperor's New School. So nag-animate din ako doon. Yun yung mga in terms of studio. But in terms of our own production, Art Farm and dito sa school. Sa Art Farm, we did the Kwentong Kay Mondi. It's a Filipino, it's an original content of Filipino myths and legends yun Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. So yun isang major work namin doon. Tapos, here sa CSB, yung pinaka-recent work namin is yung Frere, De La Salle Patron Saint of Teachers. So yung mga major na ginawa namin. Dito sa Frere, ako yung pinaka-naging producer.
Sa in-between, ang Phil Cartoons kasi subsidiary ng Hanna-Barbera. So, almost ng mga works ng Hanna-Barbera kami naging between nun. Nung time na yun sa ano pa. Nung napadala ako sa ano, sa Vietnam, yung mga hunted, mga European ano namin, yung Hoss Hounds, ewan ko, napapanood yung Hoss Hounds, Abrapax. Napunta ako sa Queen City, doon ko na yung mga Walt Disney na. So ano pa yung mga nagawa namin? The Fox and the Hound, Curious George, Land Before Time, yung Kim Possible.
Doon ako nag-umpisa sa cartoons. Kasi malaking kumpanya yun, Hanna-Barbera. Dito lahat ginagawa yung Smurfs, Flintstone.
The most influential work for me is the MTV of The Buyo. I'm now writing a film about an island.
Like the Philippines.
An island in the Philippines.
So we started with subcontracted work. We do a lot of work from Disney. So we do Disney work, Hanna-Barbera works before. And then we did a lot of commercials for HBO. And then now, latest in our work is that we're doing work for Nintendo Wii for games, animation. So we do a lot of infomercial. So it's a lot of combination of different kinds of work with animation component and design component.
Kailangan you have to be passionate. You have the passion to really work on the medium. Kailangan una sa puso mo talaga gusto maging animator o gusto maging artist sa animation industry. Kasi ano yun eh, pag sinabing passion, talagang araw-araw, talagang drawing ka, talagang pipili mag-drawing ka ng mag-drawing para mag-practice ka. Pag nasa traffic ka, imbis na mainit ka, mag-visit ka, tinan mo lang yung tambutso, panoorin mo ano ba yung bugay ng uso, paano yung galaw niya, ano yung timing niya, ano ba yung kulay, paano yung art. So, nalilibang din kami kasi nga na-observe. Kasi lahat yung makakatulong sa'yo later pagkagawa ng mga ganung scenes eh. So, yun yung una. Patience yung isa pa. Kailangan. Kasi if you're going to animate, ang standard is 24 frames per second. Kailangan you also have to be professional. Yung professionalism, malaki yun. Sinasabi, we are an artist. Di ba usually pag sinabing artist, sariling oras mo, if I'm not in the mood, hindi ako gagawa, kailangan maging I have to be in the mood para makagawa ko. Sa animation, hindi pwede yun. Kasi we have, even though we are artists, we still are professionals because we have deadlines to keep. We have airtime na kailangan habulin. If you miss the deadline, maiipit yung airtime, magagaling kahit mo, mape-penalize ka pa. Hindi pwede dito ako yung artist, ito gusto kong style, ito gusto kong drawing. Hindi pwede. Kasi kailangan, kung si Powerpuff Girls script yan, dapat ganun yun. Yung si Superman, kailangan maskulado, dapat ganun style niya. Hindi pwede si Buttercup, bilang magkaroon ng muscle-muscle niya. Kaya wala kang walang ego tripping dito. Pag sinabi ng director na mali yung ginagawa mo, hindi niya gusto, kailangan mag-adjust kasi she's the director eh. Kailangan sumunod ka sa director. Kahit na ayaw mo yung pinapagawa sa'yo, pag he's the director, kailangan mo mag-adjust. So dito kailangan, hindi ka pala sibuyas, hindi ka dapat ma-ego trip. Na-artist ako, sakit, ginawa ko yung ego, sige, ayaw. You also have to be a team player. Yung isa, pinaka-final. Kasi if you're going to do animation sa studio, marami ka kasamang production yan at you're part of the assembly line eh. If you don't do your part, masisira yung the rest. Kaya kailangan team player ka. You have to have the passion, the patience, the professionalism, and the pagiging team player.
Well, first of all, if you want to be an animation artist or be part of the industry as an artist, you should really know how to draw, and you should have the passion to draw. Because when you're an animator, every day you're going to draw. So it's something that you have to get a passion into. So you also have to know, you can't be choosy on your character. So you have to draw everything from anime to realistic characters, animals, to objects, to weapons, to backgrounds. So everything that can be animated, you can draw. So that's the demand, the skill that's in demand for the animators, not only simple things to animate. So the best animators are the ones that really draw well.
If they want to succeed in their career, of course they have to be serious serious enough to improve their skills. Kasi pag graduate nila, hindi lang naman sila graduate. There are a lot of schools, of course, we need people who are dedicated, not only focused on earning money, but people who are dedicated in their craft. Kasi yun ang hindi nababayaran eh. I mean, to be a good animator, one must possess those qualities.
Advice ko sa mga students, kung magkaroon ng chance, i-grab nila yung opportunity na mag-work sa ibang bansa. Kasi doon mo ma-develop yung sarili mo eh. Doon mo matututunan yung mga secret ng animation. Kailangan kasi sa atin, isa sa mga dapat na asset ng isang animator, maging parang sponge.
Much closer to national identity, I guess. Kakaroon tayo ng
Atin mismo
ating yung groups like Anima Nation, and there's this group from the PICC that's trying to yung mga little expos of animation groups, animation works. Welcome to the world of animation and multimedia. Just do the right thing, I guess.
Well, I'm hopeful. Yeah. It's lucky that for at least our chairperson Benji Garcia is pushing for the rise of the industry, especially for intellectual property content.
Well, what we hope for is that it will grow. Grow not only in terms of doing outsourced work, but actually grow in terms of doing original content. Because that's what we see that will create sustainability in the industry. Kasi if we're not producing our own, and we get orders from abroad to buy this content, then it's something that can sustain the economy. But as of now, it's a long process.
Ngayon it's a very exciting time ngayon sa mga animation artists because there are a large need for animated content for this type of mga gadgets and devices. Even the landscape of the animation industry nag-iiba na rin. Kung dati you have to be a large studio with several equipment, several artists. Ngayon, because of the technology na rin, you can be a one-man studio. Meron ka ng computer sa bahay mo, meron ka software. Kaya ngayon, yun yung maganda eh. There are a lot of opportunities ngayon sa mga artists because of the new, Ngayon, nagsisimula pa lang mag-boom eh. Ngayon, later, pag mas nagmurahan yung mga device na yan, mas maraming kailangan na content. Animation, game, lahat ng mga yan. Before, walang idea, kumbaga di ganun ka, pinag-usapan yung original content, yung intellectual property ng sarili mo, yung sariling gawa mo. Ngayon, through animation, ang dami na ngayon mga works ng mga students, works ng mga professional na sariling gawa na natin. Maybe one day, from this animated content, makagawa tayo ng sarili nating Powerpuff Girls. Sariling Ipin and OP. Biro mo yun ang Ipin and OP nung Malaysia. Dati Malaysia papagawa lang sa atin.
Yeah. Ngayon, sikat na sila. Nasa Disney.
Kasi nga, malaki rin role kasi ng government nila. So pa rin kami, yung passion namin, yung ngayon, namin sa Animation Council, nurturing our passion for animation. Yun yung pinaka-mission namin ngayon, to nurture our passion for animation. Kumbaga gusto namin may-effect lahat ng animation bug. Okay, para lahat masaya.
Well, I can see bright future. I think we're heading towards in that direction. But it may take time kasi hindi naman siya mangyayari overnight. And again, I'm stressing na sana mismo yung kapwa natin mga Pilipino. The only way for us to succeed is for us to really support each other.
Truly, animation is at its golden age, especially with the emergence of creative and talented artists in the Philippines. There are noteworthy works that have already been produced, but the fact is this golden age of animation will only continue if the factors that inhibit its growth will be addressed properly, which may not take a long process. But what may be lacking support, the Filipinos with passion, energy, and heart will pave the way to reach their goals.